Greetings, everyone. I'm Luke Bryan Smith, and welcome to Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved. Hope everybody's doing well. Wait, I believe everybody's doing well. I have faith everybody's doing well, and everything is unfolding perfectly. I'm excited yet again, and you know why. Because I'm always excited to talk to extraordinary people from everywhere. And today is no different. I have Angela Noelle Martin. And before she tells you anything, I'm going to tell you a little bit about her first. And I am so grateful to do so. So listen up. You don't want to miss any of this. Angela Noelle Martin is a prosperity coach and writer. She helps overwhelmed business owners in burnout and return to loving themselves so that they can have financial abundance, inner peace, radiant health, and energy alignment, aka the fire in their lives that they desire. In turn, they will have more freedom and fun while having the life they want. Angela used her 17 years of experience in Chinese medicine, as well as brain habits and spirituality, to help guide her clients to ending their burnout for good. Wow, amazing. How are you today, Angela?
Hey, Lou, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm so honored. How are you?
Right, I'm doing awesome, and it just went up another level just being here with you. And I just wanted to extend my sincerest gratitude to you, because I feel that I'm a firm believer that time is one of our greatest assets. And for you to spend some of your time here with me in this present moment is just awesome. And I am so grateful. Thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you. And right back at you, Lou.
Yes.
I really appreciate being here.
Yes. Now, as I was sort of saying, prior to this segment, I'm going to make reference right here, right now. Let's just get right into it. So you're a prosperity coach and writer. I'm going to start just right there. And then I see these letters, MAOM. What does that mean?
Well, MAOM is it's my degree in Chinese medicine. So it means master's in acupuncture and oriental medicine. So I had a practice before I became a coach. Never planned on becoming a coach. I feel like that's a common story with a lot of people. It was never really in my cards. I had an acupuncture practice in Boston for 12 years.
Right.
And I realized that I wanted to work with people. I wanted to go deeper with people. I wanted to work with them beyond their physical health. And while Chinese medicine is really good at acknowledging mind, body, spirit, I was finding that I wanted to do more with my clients. So now I work fully online as a prosperity and intuitive coach.
Wow. Now, let me stop right there.
Yeah.
How did you get into Chinese medicine? I mean, have you always had an interest in that, or did somebody bring that to you, or somebody influence you? I mean, how did that come about? How did that even develop?
That's a good question. Yeah. So I would say, I mean, I'll try to keep things brief, but
right.
I think
take your time.
The value of health and well-being was always present in my upbringing with my mom. I was the one kid that never had things that other kids had. So white bread and soda, we just didn't have those things in my house until I was a teenager. Then my mom broke a little bit, and I had a younger sister, so that probably helped. But so that was always within me, I think. And when I discovered acupuncture, it was when I was waiting tables at a country club on Cape Cod, Massachusetts. I live in Boston, outside of Boston now.
Right.
And my back was really starting to hurt from carrying all those heavy trays. And I decided to start acupuncture.
Wow.
And after, I don't know, 3 sessions, my acupuncturist came to me and said, you don't need to come back. You're all set. I'm seeing some really good results. And I was like, wait a minute. I was kind of in between college and thinking about my next plan. And I was like, I think I want to do this. Like, it really was, it left an impression on me.
Yeah, it spoke to you. It resonated with you.
It really did. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
amazing. So did it help? I mean, sorry for
that's okay.
interrupting your flow, but did it actually help?
Did acupuncture help my back pain?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because you know what? Oh, go ahead. Sorry about that. I'm just excited because we have a place that they do acupuncture maybe about 5 minutes away from my house. And I've always wondered about acupuncture. I've seen it in the movies, and I always wondered about it. Like, does it really work? And you're the first person. And that's why this is no coincidence, because I just passed it by today and I looked over there. Mm-hmm. And it's no coincidence. I'm talking to you and you have experience with it and you're actually doing it as well. So it relieved the pain permanently, or how did that work?
It was not permanent, but I would say I remember thinking, wow, I was in a fair amount of pain, right, being on my feet, and I didn't have any back pain for a significant amount of time. Right. And I thought, wow, I was really impressed. And at that time, I was thinking about going back to school, and I was going to go to massage therapy school because I wanted to do something with health. And then things, I was sold. After that, after my acupuncture sessions, I was sold. It really did work. It really,
Did it hurt?
Did it hurt? No. And I'm not so a lot of people in this, in acupuncture industry say that it doesn't hurt, right? And I really think that it really depends on the needles you use and the practitioner. So this particular practitioner, her style was such that it was super, super gentle and I felt nothing. But I have had acupuncture where I've had more sensation. So, yeah.
See, because that's what always scared me. Now, I try not to live by the philosophy of fear, especially of the unknown. And if I do feel that bit of fear, that now where I am in my journey, that's a reason for me to go ahead and go forward so that I can, eliminate that, especially something like acupuncture that I know what the intentions are for it. And I've read up on it and I've heard, great things. I've never once read anything that was that was bad, or opposing it. So amazing. And the Chinese, they have developed a lot of natural and processes in regards to health and medical procedures. So I feel at peace when someone even mentions something like Chinese medicine and acupuncture. And like I just said, you're the first person, and wow, it's amazing.
Meant to be.
So you just went all the way into Chinese medicine. Now, how long is that process to learn about? I mean, I know you don't know everything about medicine. I mean, you might, but how long is the process, and what do you have to do? Like, say, like if you want to get into Chinese medicine, is you go to college for that? I mean, how does that work?
Yeah. So I think every state has different regulations. So I'm in Massachusetts, where in order to become an acupuncturist, you need to go to a grad program. So you need to have a bachelor's degree and then go to a grad program, which lasts, depending on the school, 3 to 4 years. So my school was 3 years, and we went to school in the summer, and it was 3 full years of study and a lot of clinical hours and treating patients while as a student. And then boom, I became an acupuncturist. There was some other things, licensing and stuff like that, taking tests, but yeah, it was, I remember thinking when I was in school, I was like, I feel like I'm learning a new language. Like it was really, because it's things that we don't say. We don't really use the word like, oh, I have stagnant chi when we have pain, So it was like a totally different language. But it was quite the experience.
Wow, I would imagine so. Now, this just popped in my head. Now, you're into acupuncture. You can do acupuncture. Can you do that on yourself?
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
can.
Good question. Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I was just thinking, I have an acupuncturist that I go to, but I was thinking, I should just put a few needles in myself because I've been like a little sore lately from my workout. So maybe I should just give myself a treatment instead of waiting to go see him. So I can
Wow,
absolutely treat myself. Yeah.
that's
It's one of the
amazing.
perks.
That's amazing. So, if someone like myself was interested in that, and I had a certain pain, what would I do? Just go see you like one time, or how does that work? I have a pain in my
Yeah.
shoulder, so I just
Yeah.
come one time and I'm done.
It depends. So I would say when I had my clinic, pain was the number one thing that I saw,
Right.
and everybody was different. So the way they teach us in school, and when I saw my patients, if your health, everything is kind of based on your overall health when you start your treatment. So somebody who's in relatively good health, they tend to not need a lot of treatments. Maybe an average of, I don't know, 4 to 8. But if you are in not so great health, and maybe this is a really chronic.
Yes. So had a bit technical difficulties. Been having a little bit of problems with my internet, but what I asked Angela, I'll ask you again. How many that you were telling me it varied. How many sessions I would have to go to? Like say like if I had shoulder pain, and you
Yeah,
were
yeah.
explaining to me that it depends on the health of a person. So what is how?
Yeah, yeah. So when I was practicing, what I typically told my clients is that it really depends on, how everybody has a different response rate.
Right.
And also it really depends on the overall health of the person. So somebody that's in poorer health, maybe they have a few more kinks to work out. It's
Right.
going to take longer, right? Because Chinese medicine is all about balance. And somebody who's been ill for a long time, it's going to take them a little bit longer to balance out the body. So somebody who's maybe healthy, this is a fairly new injury. They take relatively good care of themselves. They're going to heal, chances are, faster. So
Right.
I would say I usually tell people if I don't know anything about them, they're calling me for the first time,
Right.
and I'm not practicing anymore, but I used to tell them anywhere between 4 to 12 sessions. And then we're always reevaluating every time they come in
Right.
to see how they're doing.
Right. Wow, that's amazing. So I was going to ask you as well, Chinese medicine. I mean, that has to be a pretty broad, spectrum, in that. But can you tell us a few other things that's involved with Chinese medicine? Is
With
it
Chinese
herbs?
medicine.
Is it? I mean,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Lou, I could go on all day about this. So we'll just start with the fundamentals.
right,
So Chinese medicine is actually the first. It was founded with herbs, or
right,
herbs was the original Chinese medicine,
right,
and then acupuncture. And you may or may not have heard of gua sha, which is the scraping where they actually use a soup spoon and scrape your skin to relieve stress and tension in the muscles, right?
wow.
Cupping, acupuncture. I said that
Yes, I've heard
already.
of that cupping. They
Yes,
apply the
cupping.
heat to the yes,
Yes, fire. So traditional cups are used with fire and to form a vacuum and put on the skin, or you can also use the non-fire cups or the pump cups. But the original medicine comes from herbal medicine.
Right.
And then the way I learned is that, it's over, I don't know, 4,000 years old. It was trial and error to discover acupuncture. Oh, if I put, a stick or a sharper object in my arm here, oh my goodness, my knee feels better or my neck feels better.
Right.
And that's
you learn all that. You learn all
Yeah.
that when you're going to school for that. The different pressure points, anatomy, where to put. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, we learn. It was a good combination of Western and Eastern learning this stuff. So,
Right.
so yeah. Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did.
Okay, good.
Yes, you did. Now, you said something earlier that kind of caught my attention. You said you don't practice anymore. You don't practice what? Acupuncture?
Yeah. So I closed my office last summer, and like almost over a year ago now, because and it was always in the plan, always in the cards to do so.
Right.
Because I always dreamt of, not always, but in the last few years, dreamt of working online. And then when my lease was up in my office, I was like, you know what? Like, why not? Let's just close the office and work full time online. And that's kind of how I've just been working from home online since.
Amazing. Now, yes, speaking of that, leading into that, you help overwhelmed business owners in burnout and return to loving themselves so that they can have financial abundance, inner peace, radiant health, and energy alignment, aka the fire in their lives that they desire. What can you elaborate a bit on that? Okay. Yes. Can you elaborate a bit on that? What do you do?
Yeah, so that's a good question, and something that I'm, constantly tweaking, I feel.
Right.
But so I help primarily burnt out entrepreneurs, although sometimes somebody will work with me and they're like, I don't have a business. Can I still work with you? And I'll say, of course. But I tend to attract entrepreneurs and business owners these are the people that are overworked, overdoers. They tend to be the box checkers, the ones that think they're doing everything right. And they may or may not realize that they're burnt out. Right. Because they're like, well, I'm doing everything right. I'm drinking my smoothie every day, and I'm exercising every day.
Eating right.
I'm eating right. I work all the time. And these are the people that all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, like I have a migraine, or, oh my gosh, like my back hurts all the time, because they're so focused on what they think they should be doing that they forget to really focus on self-care. So I guess if I were to put a subtitle in my title, it would be a self-care, self-love coach. So it's helping these folks reclaim their power by getting in touch with that part of them that they've ignored, which is themselves. So, and I help them establish a relationship with themselves so that they can have what they want.
Wow. So yes, that's amazing. So that's the business that's what you're doing online now.
Yes.
Because
yes.
I was just thinking when you said you closed the acupuncture and you went online, I was like, I don't think she does acupuncture online through video.
No, if I could think of a way to treat patients on video, I mean,
wow.
There are ways to treat people, and I still use Chinese medicine on video, but I can't physically, obviously, put needles in, but I can teach them,
Yes. Pressure you can work here, which is most of the time the most important place is you can work here and here. Yeah. The spirit and the mind. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Cure the mind, fix the mind, and everything else follows. Right.
Yes. That is my jam. That's what I love that. I love how you said that too.
Right. Yeah, it is true. Your mindset, really, a lot of your pains, a lot of your problems, like you said, it stimulates from here, and things that bother you, they have to bother you here, you allow. And I like how you said I attract, you know, the people or the clients and all that. Yes, because we do. I've learned that we attract who's meant to come to us, by the how we're, what we're vibrating, and our mindset and our intentions and our words are constantly, you know, uh, attracting and repelling. So that's amazing that you
Yeah.
know talk to people, and then you get this common language and terms. It's just amazing, because somebody on the outside, I've had that, been around other people, and then I'm having a conversation with someone and they're like, what do you mean? Like, for example, they're like, what do you mean you attract? What? You attract what? No, that didn't happen that way. It just, this happened. They don't
Yeah.
understand. They just see
It's
the
so
the
true.
bridges of incidents that happen, but they don't understand that
Yeah.
it started somewhere in the mind and the energy, and they don't get it. They think it's just coincidence, like, no.
Oh, I know. I could go there with you, Lute, but I don't know if your audience, you probably have a mix of everybody in your audience,
Yes,
but I am
absolutely.
totally with you with,
Right,
what is the cliche? Your vibe attracts your tribe.
right,
So, yeah, that has been something that I've really been considering lately is energy and vibration. And I bring that to the table to
right,
my clients, and they may or may not be ready for it, but the fact
right,
that it's just the fact that we connected, right, is all about energy and
right,
vibration. So
right,
absolutely, 100%.
right. Yes, and it is amazing. And as you continue just to work on yourself, and it's a process, and just watch things unfold, and it's amazement. You live in this. You start. I don't know about you, but every day it's just like, uh, I'm living in wonder, like what's going to unfold today. And not in a bad way, like I'm afraid, but in a good way. What great things, like every day. I write out gratitude in my book, and I write.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, I write, I am grateful for the great news that I'm receiving today. Before I receive it, in the wonderful people that I will meet today, I put things like that.
I love
So
that.
yeah, so I'm setting that intention. I'm already being thankful for it already, and it's just amazing. It's an amazing practice to do that in the morning and before I retire at night. So it's amazing. But yes,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
um, how do people get a hold of you? I mean, if they want to seek you out for your help or your assistance, your perspectives, how do they
Yeah.
do that?
Well, thanks for asking. So, the best way is there's a couple of ways. I hang out on Instagram a lot.
Right.
And my Instagram is i.am.angela.noelle, or just look for Angela. I am Angela Noelle. And the other way is through my website at www.angelanoelleinternational.com.
Wow. And I have those. You've sent me those links, right?
I believe I did.
I
Yes.
think yes, because I'm going to incorporate them into the description of this segment once it goes live. And yes. So wow. Do you have any before we conclude this, do you have anything you would like to say, any more to add, or ideas, anything?
Oh, goodness. Well, when it comes to, I have a mentor that always says, whenever I'm on a call with him, he ends the call with, we live in a tumultuous world. We live in a world that's kind of crazy right now.
Right.
And one thing that I have found to be really useful and helpful is to focus on the little things. Like you mentioned, even setting your intention in the morning and in the evening. So really considering, what is it that I can do to feel better
Right.
every single day? And it could be, hey, I'm noticing that I'm just feeling, I'm feeling tired, or I'm feeling sad, or I'm feeling angry. And really inviting yourself instead of, I don't feel that we as humans, a lot of us in our culture have been taught this, like to really look at ourselves and look how we're feeling, but to really allow that space to consider what it is that you need at that moment. Is it a snack? Is it a walk? Is it some water? Is it, do you need to have a conversation with somebody? And it really comes down to making it super, super easy so that it's attainable. So we don't go into burnout in the end.
Amazing.
So that would be my little words of wisdom, is to keep it simple.
Wow. Thank you. That I felt that all the way, and perfectly orchestrated. I like to say that's one of my sayings, perfectly orchestrated, the way you articulated that. Amazing. And I just want to thank you so much for coming on today. And before we go, I wanted to say something I noticed, because I'm very perceptive, and I like to just mention those things and shine a light on them. But and also just to show people that may be watching how the universe works. Now, prior to this segment, we didn't connect and say mention anything about how we should, what attire we were going to wear, anything like that. Now, most of the time, I'd say 99% of the time, and you're going to see where I'm going with this, I always have a collared shirt on. So today I said, I'm going to dress relaxed. And didn't even know. I said, and I'm thinking to myself, I hope that I'm not dressed relaxed and she has like some collared shirt or business attire on. And my wife even told me, she goes, "You're going to wear that?" I said, "Yeah, I just feel like dressing relaxed today." Not saying that we both look amazing. And we both have a round collar, and it's not a coincidence. A little chain on. You do too.
That's true. Yes, I was admiring your jewelry too.
Yes, this is my eye. Yes.
Oh, I was wondering. Okay,
Yes.
is that amethyst in there or no?
I think so. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it goes with my ring.
Oh, I see it now. Yes. Wow,
Yes.
That's gorgeous, Lute.
Yes, thank you. So
very
I just
nice.
wanted to point that out, that we both look like, we both look, of course, presentable and amazing and just relaxed. It looks like we're about to have a relaxed conversation, like on a couch, having some coffee and just in the evening and just relax in front of a fire or something and just relaxing. It's just amazing. And I just wanted to point that out, that I noticed when you came out. I was like, wow, she's dressed nice and relaxed, just like I am.
I love it. I appreciate that reflection.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, I was thinking, should I change my shirt? And I was like, no.
See, you thought that too.
Yes.
See, it's not a coincidence. It's not you already know it. I don't have to tell you. I don't have to tell you.
No such thing as coincidences. No such thing.
So we both came on with the same theme. So wow, amazing.
We are tuned in, Lou. We are tuned in.
Tuned in. And I wanted to ask you, okay, before we leave too, okay, that painting in the back, who did that?
Which one? This one?
Yes.
That is a good question. So
is that a painting? Oh, it's not a painting.
It's like it's a piece of fabric. It's cloth, and it's a scroll.
It's beautiful.
Thank you so much. I got it in a shop. My mom was like, "Oh, I was shopping with my mom, and she said, "Do you want that?" And I was like, "Yes, I do."
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I would want it too. And then I see your name up there. Now, what is that? A piece? Is that engraved in metal? Yes. Angela Noelle?
It is. It's engraved in metal. I got it on Etsy.
They cut it out. Oh, you ordered. Okay, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I got it on Etsy, and then I'm trying not to collect too much on my shelf and keep it minimal, but I get a new crystal and like somebody gives me something, and
I love crystals. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, and then I see the angel up there too, I think, or a mermaid.
There's a mermaid.
Yes.
And a heart, and then this is the Metatron's cube, sacred geometry.
Oh, okay.
And then I have some cats over here. Yeah, I've got a little bit of everything.
Yes. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And
Thank
thank
you.
you again for sharing
Yeah.
your amazing perspectives and what you do, and just wow. And may you continue to just prosper in all aspects of your life, and just everything's unfolding perfectly. We already know that. And I look forward to possibly speaking with you again here on this platform or wherever. And
Yeah.
just having a
Likewise.
even taking the conversation to something else enlightening, or empowering, either way.
Yeah. Or
Wow.
evolved.
Right.
Yes.
Wow. Because it's a bit difficult to sum up just everything that you have been through, or just are um, that you resonate with in under an hour. So there's always something new that we could talk about, and keep going with that can inspire ourselves as well as other people. So I
Yeah.
appreciate it very much, Angela, and um, I'll
Likewise.
see you soon. And
Thank you,
thank you,
Lou.
everyone, for watching. Love, peace, happiness, abundance, um, health, wealth. May it circulate in all areas of your life. And may this segment here just enhance your life that much more. Thank you for watching Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved. See you soon.